Today, Argentina have no rivals, and this is not just talk, it's cold, brutal reality.
¿Eso?
¿Vos crees que como ciclo, porque por como lo estás sosteniendo, es el más brillante en la historia de la selección?
Sí, sí, sin duda.
Sí.
Sin duda. Nosotros salimos campeones del mundo, pero después no jugamos así.
Italy were no match. The Netherlands could not keep up. France, even at their very best, fell in one of the greatest finals of all time. Brazil, their eternal enemy, were humiliated. Colombia tried to resist, but Lautaro Martinez appeared, and the fight was over. Every team that dares to face this golden generation ends up broken, forced to kneel before the champions. Now listen to these names because they sound like a nightmare for any side on earth. Emiliano Dibu Martinez, back-to-back Lev Yashin winner, the man who turns penalties into legends. Christian Romero, Tottenham's wall, a defender who never backs down. Leandro Paredes and Alexis McAllister, two geniuses in midfield, controlling games with calm precision. Rodrigo de Paul, Messi's eternal partner, the engine that makes the magic flow. Nico Paz, the rising star at Como, who plays with the composure of a veteran. Thiago Almada, Atletico's diamond, who becomes a beast in the national shirt.
Leaves for Almada. Almada cutting it back. Still Almada slides it. Wiley across. Oh, and in!
Giuliano Simeone, the son of a legend who wants to write his own story. Franco Mastantuono, Real Madrid's jewel and the future of world football. Still a teenager, yet already terrifying. Nico Gonzalez, pure speed and raw power down the flank. And up front, the two monsters, Julian Alvarez, Guardiola's greatest regret, and now the most complete striker in the game. Lautaro Martinez, the bull who rules Italy and leads Argentina with goals and fire. But above them all stands one name, Lionel Messi, the number 10 of the world. The eternal, the man who has already won everything, yet still adds more chapters to his legend. 193 games, 114 goals, 58 assists, 10 hat-tricks, Under-20 World Cup in 2005, Olympic gold in Beijing 2008, Copa America in the Maracanã 2021, Copa America in Miami 2024, World Cup 2022, Finalissima 2022, 46 times. Man of the match for Argentina. Nobody has carried so much. Nobody has delivered so much. This team has its star because it is led by the greatest of all time. But this team also has its architect, Lionel Scaloni, the man who changed Argentina's DNA. Before him, Argentina didn't know how to win. Now, with him, Argentina don't know how to lose.
Sí, no tenías el título habilitante de entrenador. Quería saber si podrías aclarar esta cuestión para desasnar estas dudas.
Tienen que haber traído el carnet. No, de verdad, te digo de verdad. UEFA Pro, que es el máximo título posible, y lo hice en la Real Federación Española de Fútbol.
And going into 2026, that is the most frightening truth of all. Because this team, already back-to-back champions of Copa America, now want the impossible, back-to-back World Cups. With untouchable heroes and terrifying new weapons, Argentina 2026 is not normal. The debate about who is the greatest of all time is over. There is no contest. Diego Maradona never lifted a Copa America. Messi did. Pelé never played in Europe. Messi grew up there, dominated there, and conquered it all. Cruyff and Cristiano Ronaldo never won the World Cup. Argentina did with Messi leading the way. Ronaldo Nazario never won the Champions League. Messi has 3. Ronaldinho never conquered the Club World Cup. Messi has 3 of them. Alfredo Di Stefano never touched Olympic gold. Messi made it his own in Beijing. Lionel Messi has won absolutely everything. Every competition, every trophy, every stage. And yet, even now, he refuses to stop. In these 2026 World Cup qualifiers, he's already scored 8 goals, pushing towards becoming the all-time top scorer in CONMEBOL qualifying. At 38, he is still enormous, still decisive, still leading. And this is not only about talent, though his is unmatched. It's about leadership, about resilience, about carrying the weight of a nation for 2 decades and never breaking. Messi's story is about a boy from Rosario who had a dream, who was told he was too small, too fragile, too unlikely to succeed, and yet turned that doubt into destiny. Because when Messi first pulled on the Albiceleste shirt, Argentina were a shadow of their past glories. Broken, divided, desperate for identity. Now, with Messi as their eternal heart, they are the most dominant national team football has ever seen. He didn't just win trophies. He transformed a country, he turned scars into silverware, he made Argentina inevitable. Before glory, there were tears. And not just a few. For years, Argentina had the talent, but not the titles. Triumph always seemed within reach, yet slipped away in the final breath. With every defeat, the pain grew heavier. The wound opened in 2014, a World Cup final in Brazil. Germany struck in extra time.
Saca el centro, Götze!
Messi stood alone, broken, staring into the Maracanã night. The dream of a World Cup seemed gone forever. Then came Copa America 2015, another final, this time against Chile.
Alexis! Le pegó!
Messi watched as Chile celebrated, and he collected yet another silver medal. Argentina lost on penalties, a brutal blow, but worse was still to come. In 2016, again against Chile, again on penalties, Argentina fell. This time the damage was so deep that Messi announced his retirement from the national team.
Lo primero que se me viene y lo pensaba en el vestuario es que ya está, se terminó para mí la selección. Ya, como dije recién, son 4 finales, no es para mí. Lamentablemente lo busqué, era lo que más deseaba. No se me dio, pero...
The greatest player in the world, crushed inside, convinced he could give no more. In 2018, Messi returned, but Argentina were broken. At the World Cup in Russia, France ended their run in the round of 16.
One of those who've stayed in so far.
Another cycle closed with frustration. Many believed this was the end of Messi's international dream, that he would never lead his nation to major glory. But one man changed the story, Lionel Scaloni. He arrived with no trophies, no big promises, no club experience, but with conviction and clarity. And today his legacy stands with the greats. Step by step, Argentina transformed. First with patience, then with results, finally with titles. The Copa America 2021 ended 28 years of drought. They did it in the Maracanã against Brazil with courage and authority. Next came the Finalissima against European champions Italy. It was a masterclass, a 3-0 demolition, and then the pinnacle, Qatar 2022. Messi leading, Argentina fighting. And in the most epic final of all time, they beat France on penalties. Champions of the world, redemption complete. Scaloni restored order, confidence, and identity. He built a team both solid and flexible, balanced and relentless. They proved it again in 2024, lifting back-to-back Copa America titles. Argentina crowned twice in a row, just like Spain's golden era. A treble of trophies that confirm this Argentina are not just winners. They are a dynasty. Alright, everyone knows what Messi has done. His story is eternal. But the real glue that turned this Argentina side into a monster is Lionel Scaloni. What he has built is nothing short of magic. Since taking charge, Scaloni has managed 89 games, 63 wins, 18 draws, and just 8 defeats. That's a staggering 77% win rate, the highest of any Argentina manager in history. His team has kept 51 clean sheets, which means in nearly 6 out of every 10 matches, Argentina didn't even concede a goal. That's domination. With his exceptional staff Luis Martin, the fitness brain, Walter Samuel, and Pablo Aimar, trusted lieutenants, and Martin Tocali, the goalkeeping coach, Scaloni created the longest unbeaten run in Argentina's history. 36 matches without a loss. That record stretched for over 2 years, smashing the old tally of 31 set in the early 90s. It was Saudi Arabia who snapped that run in the opening game of the 2022 World Cup. But instead of breaking Argentina, that shock defeat became the turning point. From there, they stormed their way to glory lifting their third World Cup. And Scaloni didn't stop there. His Argentina side put together the longest unbeaten streak in South American qualifiers, 25 matches, until Uruguay finally stopped them in late 2023. He has beaten everyone in South America, at least once: Bolivia, Peru, Uruguay, Ecuador, Venezuela, Chile, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay. No one has escaped, and in the process he destroyed curse after curse. A first win in La Paz after 15 years, in Montevideo after 12, in Lima after 16, in Caracas after 14. He even broke Brazil's legendary home record 64 qualifiers, unbeaten on their soil, by winning in the Maracanã, Argentina's first ever. With hammer blow, a 4-1 demolition of Brazil. Scaloni became the only Argentine coach in history to beat Brazil both home and away in World Cup qualifiers. He even gave Argentina their first home win over Brazil in nearly 20 years. Another ghost laid to rest. And let's not forget, he was the man who guided Argentina to Copa America, glory in the Maracanã, ending 28 years of pain. During his reign, Scaloni has built not just a team but a family. He's called up 119 players, yet out of all that rotation, he has forged one of the strongest cores in international football, a base so solid, so relentless, that it feels unbreakable. Look at the names who have carried the torch game after game. Rodrigo de Paul with 78 matches, Lautaro Martinez and Leandro Paredes both with 70, Nicolas Otamendi with 68. And of course, Lionel Messi himself with 66 under Scaloni's watch. These men are the spine of Argentina, the pillars that hold the house together. But here's the scary part. The experience is only half the story. Because behind this rock-solid base, Argentina have unleashed a wave of young Jules talents so absurd, so raw, that the world can barely keep up. The perfect blend of battle-hardened leaders and fearless new blood. That's why Argentina aren't just contenders. They are the absolute favourites for 2026. Because talent alone wins you games, but unity wins you tournaments. And this team, more than anyone else, knows how to stay united when the fire gets hot. And if you think the veterans make them unstoppable, just wait until you see the new weapons Scaloni has added to his arsenal. Emi Dibu Martinez is not just a goalkeeper, he's a guarantee, a wall, a leader. Today he stands as one of the top 5 keepers on the planet. Back-to-back Lev Yashin trophy winner, the man who made Aston Villa shine in Europe.
And into the near post and scrambled away off the line.
And above all, the man who changed Argentina's destiny. Since his debut against Chile in 2021, he's played 54 games for the Albiceleste. Out of those, he's kept 38 clean sheets, lifted 4 trophies, and suffered just 4 defeats. Numbers that don't lie, numbers that put him among the greats in Argentina's history. But Dibu's true impact cannot be measured only in stats. He became immortal in the Copa America semi-final against Colombia, when he stared down Yerry Mina and broke him before the penalty was even taken. He became a legend in Qatar with that save against Kolo Muani, a stop that will live forever in football history. And time after time, in every final, in every knockout, he rises in the decisive moment. Penalties, one-on-ones, aerial balls, he handles them all with ice in his veins. With Dibu, Argentina's goal stopped being a weak spot. It became a fortress. And yes, he loves to get under the skin of his opponents, to rattle them, to break their confidence. But behind the mind games stands a giant, one of the best goalkeepers Argentina has ever had. Now we need to talk about defence, because if there is one line that defines this Argentina, it's the back line. Argentina's defence has become a fortress, a wall built with experience, synchronization, and nerves of steel. Cuti Romero and Lisandro Martinez are the heart of that wall. Together, they have turned elite attackers into frustrated spectators. Since June 2024, the pair have played 15 matches together without defeat, conceding just 1 single goal. In the Copa America 2024, Argentina conceded only once in 7 games, with Lisandro on the pitch for 6 of them, not a single goal allowed. That is not just a defence, that is a lock on history. Romero embodies aggression and authority. He steps into duels with fire and yet has the composure to build from the back. His season at Tottenham crowned him best player of the Europa League. And with Argentina, he has been untouchable. By his side, Lisandro brings intelligence and grit. Every tackle, every interception feels like part of a bigger plan. Together, they are Scaloni's immovable wall, but this defence is not only about stopping goals, it knows how to build. Otamendi, still a leader at 37, distributes with calm, breaking lines, and finding McAllister or Enzo Fernandez to ignite Argentina's engine room. Nahuel Molina and Nicolas Tagliafico, quick and relentless, give width when Argentina pull opponents inside, and when space opens, they surge forward like arrows, creating danger from the flanks. Behind them stands Gonzalo Montiel, the man of iron nerves, who scored the World Cup winning penalty. He represents the spirit of this backline, brave, direct, and unafraid of the biggest moments.
Montiel, Gonzalo, vamos! Montiel al arco!
And beyond the established stars, this defence keeps growing. Youngsters like Julio Soler, Juan Foyth, and Leonardo Balerdi are stepping up, bringing fresh energy and maturity. They are the next bricks in Scaloni's wall, built to last for years. This is not just a defensive line, it is an unbreakable structure that blends risk with control, ferocity with precision. Argentina's defence contains, constructs, and commands, and with them, the Albiceleste have conquered everything. Copa America 2021, World Cup 2022, Copa America 2024. Now we need to talk about Argentina's midfield, the true engine room of this golden generation, and one of the strongest units in world football. At the heart of it all is Alexis McAllister, the conductor who makes the team's rhythm flow. He transforms ordinary plays into moments of brilliance, bringing calmness, vision, and elegance. With Liverpool, he proved himself in one of the most competitive squads on the planet, lifting titles under Klopp. His 7 goals and 6 assists in England, alongside 4 goals and 4 assists for Argentina, don't tell the whole story. The real magic is how he dictates tempo. Like his assist in the World Cup final against France, pure vision and execution. Behind him stands Leandro Paredes, the anchor who brings balance when chaos threatens. Just remember the World Cup final in Qatar. He came on in extra time and immediately steadied the ship, showing grit, leadership and unmatched intensity. Then there's Ezequiel Palacios, one of Xabi Alonso's key men at Bayer Leverkusen's unbeaten season. A midfielder with technique, shooting power and responsibility who fits Scaloni's philosophy perfectly. Rodrigo de Paul, Messi's shadow and tireless partner, is the glue that binds it all. At Atletico he was fierce, but with Argentina he becomes something else. The lung of the team, the one who recovers, fights, and never hides. In Qatar, he led the World Cup in recoveries, 25 in total, proving his work rate and importance. He is the kind of player who is only noticed when he's missing, because then everything falls apart. Enzo Fernandez is another pillar. Written off at Chelsea, he roared back with 9 goals and 17 assists last season. And this year, he's already scoring and creating in the Premier League. For Argentina, he continues to shine, with defining moments like his wonder goal against Mexico in 2022. And his decisive strike against Brazil in qualifiers. He combines intelligence, resilience and class, making him one of the most complete midfielders of his generation. Thiago Almada is the jewel of Atletico de Madrid, just 23, and already showing why he's considered one of Argentina's brightest young creators. With a cultured left foot, long-range shooting, and the ability to thread impossible passes, he's stepping up every time he wears the Albiceleste shirt, and the future is secured. Nico Paz, the 20-year-old star at Como, Claudio Echeverri shining at Leverkusen, Valentin Carboni growing at Genoa, and even Giovanni Lo Celso, more experienced but still brilliant, all enrich this midfield. It's aggressive, technically exquisite, and perfectly tuned to Scaloni's system. Now we move to the attack, and if Argentina's midfield already felt terrifying, the front line is simply unfair. At the heart of it is Julian Alvarez, La Araña, the striker Pep Guardiola undervalued and will regret for the rest of his life. The total forward, the one who has won it all and keeps winning. His explosion came in Qatar 2022, when he carried Argentina's attack with goals against Poland, Australia, and a masterclass against Croatia in the semi-final. 2 goals, an assist, and a man-of-the-match performance. But Julian is more than just a finisher. He presses like a demon. He never stops running. He fights every ball like it's the last. In Madrid with Atleti, he has scored 29 goals and 8 assists in a side that struggles to attack, proof he can thrive anywhere. Barcelona want him, and no wonder. He scores with his head, left, right, long shots, free kicks. He is the complete package. Next is Lautaro Martinez, the Bull of Italy. Inter Milan's captain, their all-time foreign top scorer, Serie A champion, Copa America Golden Boot, MVP of Serie A 2024, 3-time Ballon d'Or nominee. With Argentina, 71 games, 33 goals, 9 assists, 4 titles. He's never been sent off, only 6 yellows in almost 4,000 minutes, and a national hero at USA Copa America. But Argentina's arsenal doesn't stop with today's giants. The future is already here with Franco Mastantuono, the teenage wonder who jumped from River Plate to Real Madrid, dazzling with his left foot, vision and daring. He dribbles, creates and scores, never hiding in big moments.
Va Mastantuono!
Imposible para Marquezín, que ni siquiera atina a tirarse.
Alongside him, Giuliano Simeone is proving he's in Atleti on merit, not by name. Nico Gonzalez brings raw speed and power, and Jose Manuel Lopez Guerrero at Palmeiras adds yet another weapon. And above them all, regardless of age, stands Lionel Messi, the eternal number 10, the man who shattered every curse, conquered every trophy, and turned Argentina into the greatest national team in football history. 114 goals, 58 assists, a World Cup, 2 Copa Americas, a Finalissima, Olympic gold, U20 World Cup, MVP of everything he touches. Last season at Inter Miami, 34 goal contributions in 30 games. Today, top scorer of South American qualifiers, ahead of Vinicius, Rodrigo, Valverde, Luis Diaz, and everyone else. Messi is the soul of this team. He still dribbles past entire defences, still scores free kicks, headers, volleys, whatever he wants. He is the ultimate footballer, and while he teases retirement, you can bet he'll be in 2026 chasing the unthinkable, a back-to-back World Cup. With Messi leading and Scaloni's golden generation behind him, this Argentina isn't just good. This Argentina is not normal.